The last video I did was more focused on who you will become in 2026. But for this video, I wanted to focus more on 2025. And of course, whatever year you're in could still be relevant. Basically, I'm going to create an end of year reflection hub to close out 2025 with clarity and also learn from your year. So I'm going to make a couple sections that I am going to work in. So creating first goals achieved in 2025. I think it's pretty important to actually look back and pat yourself on the back as well. I think that it's sometimes people are just negative when they're doing New Year's resolutions and stuff, and they're just thinking about all the things they did not achieve, which don't get me wrong, we're going to get into that as well. But I think it's also good to be positive. I mean, I'm going to, obviously this is personal, but I'll make up some examples for the sake of the exercise. So goals achieved in 2025. Maybe you ran a 10K. And it doesn't even have to be a goal. Let's say goals, or actually let's rephrase this completely to be achievements in 2025. I don't think it has to be something you set out to do. Ran a 10K. Maybe you got a raise or got a promotion. Maybe you finished top of your class or something. So I am, first outlining achievements in 2025. Just gonna make this more aesthetic for a second. So achievements in 2025. Awesome. So now let's go with areas I grew in. I think that another thing that you may not realize is if you actually rewinded and went to the beginning of 2025, there are probably so many areas that you grew in tremendously that you're not even realizing yourself. I mean, a year is a long time. So rewind January 2025, where were you then? Where are you now? There may be all sorts of areas that you improved in that you're not even consciously aware of. I'm gonna give some examples again. Confidence, maybe speaking up for yourself. Maybe I'm just gonna, again, come up with some examples. Maybe you were the type of person who always wanted to walk into a room with someone else. So again, just brainstorm, get it all out on paper, and give yourself a pat on the back for all of this. Divider. Now I'm going to do areas that still need work. Let's do this. Cool. So yeah, I would say try to do I would say 10 for each of these. I want to challenge you to do 10 for each of these, because I think that many times people are much too hard on themselves, and actually if you focus on the things that you did do positively, that's only going to give you more ammunition, confidence, and drive to improve the things in 2026 that you still perhaps need to work on. So areas that still need work. I'm just gonna again make up some examples. So got some examples over here. Let's change the color here again to kind of color code it into red, and let's make these guys green to show that you did a great job. And also, this is like a form of journaling. So, like in essence, these are journaling prompts. Like, I just want to say that. Like, this is not like groundbreaking stuff or anything. But I think it is a really great exercise to look back at your year, but more importantly, how you grew over the course of the year in a positive way, but still constructive. So, yeah, so areas that still need work. I would say these are maybe like areas that you started working on, still need progress. And then I'm also going to do one other section that are maybe areas that need to be started. These are not very eloquent titles or anything, so by all means, I am recognizing that, but I think you get the drift, the exercise is there, so I'm gonna, areas that need to be started. Maybe you want to expand your friend group this year. You want to meet new people and make new friends. Maybe you want to, so yeah, maybe it feels a little bit all over the place, but I think that if you actually spend like literally could be 20 minutes doing this, that you will find some clarity in here, even if it's just one breakthrough. And I think, again, my biggest takeaway from this is doing these sections, you probably don't realize how far you have come in this year, and recognizing that is both healthy and going to give you so much motivation to continue working on yourself, your life, and all your endeavors.